everyone, this is Jamila from Love Mila. I just wanted to come in and present a different type of video today. Like I was saying before in my previous video, we moved to Georgia and we have a piece of property here, and I wanted to know if that would be interesting for you all, for me to share some things, and the response was yes. And so this is, like, we'll say, the first installation of a series of homesteading gardening things. One of the first things that I am proud of, and we'll go over here, is, and most of these videos I think would be more vlog style, because then you'll be able to get a feel of more of what's here, and kind of almost real time, but just a feel of the lay of the land. So right now what I'm really proud of is my bed. This is just one, but I put this together from a kit, and if I have some video footage of that, then I'll insert it. But what's growing in here, all of this is growing, is actually garlic, and it looks like quite a bit. And I'll show a before picture, because me and my husband, we grew it from cloves of existing garlic bulbs that we got from a different farm. So it was all organic. We knew the farmer, where it's from, all that. You don't want to take the peels off. You just want to like the paper off. You want to keep that on, and you want to make sure that it's the green side, or like the little stem side up, and you just plant it. And we planted like literally 100, and it's all up, and I'm like, is it too close together? And he said it's not. So the only problem that I see right now, and that's why it's a good idea to always check what you're growing, is there are aphids on here, and so they're not hard to get rid of. Use like dish soap, or you can actually make a garlic repellent. And so I'm gonna look into that and try to get these aphids down. So aphids are just little bitty bugs. They're very common on tomato plants and garlic and things like that, so it's not a huge deal. Otherwise, we planted these in, I want to say, October. They like cool weather, and then they'll be ready for harvest around maybe July-ish. I have to double check, but we have a few more months for these to be ready, and then you want to dry them, cure them, and then they'll be ready for consumption a little bit later. Let's go over to the next thing that I put together. Some things you can't wait for a husband to do, especially if they already have a long honey-do list like mine does. But I bought a composter. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, so this is just a composter that I think I got off Amazon, and it rolls just so I don't have to, I mean, we have piles of compost, but just so I don't have to pitchfork anything. This is kind of like kitchen scraps to go in there, and then, whatever else from the house. And because you can put, like, if you want to put like newspapers or like cardboard that doesn't have any extra like writing or paper attached to it. You can put wood chips in it, just a lot of different things for your carbon. And then I usually use kitchen scraps for my nitrogen sources, because you do want to have both of those for compost to be successful. I think my husband also put worms in there, but I think it's going to be too hot for worms, because compost has to cook, and being in this little like black thing, they don't have anywhere really to get to a cooler spot, so we might have some dead worms in there. Otherwise, those are the two things that I'm working on now. We have a ton of pallets here, and my husband painted them white so that he can make my full garden space, and I'm not sure when that's gonna happen. We shall see, hopefully soon. But in the meantime, our seedlings are all growing, and so hopefully I'll have an update from those soon. we have a lot of other projects going on. You might be able to see some hoop houses in the back, but I'll get into that on a later date. But otherwise, I do have a video that I love to share. It's from a lady who I follow on YouTube as well, but she also has like great gardening tips, and she recently has a video about why you should try to start a garden. There's many different types of gardens. I have a kitchen garden that I'm starting, but I also am going to start a tea garden. So you know, people have butterfly gardens. It's like a whole thing, and flower gardens, of course, that you can mix in with that. So just a lot of reasons for gardening, but mainly right now we're focused on food security for our family, food security for, you know, the community. And so that's of course really important in these times of food shortages and all of that, things that are going on in the world. So it's a good idea to just start. And of course you don't have to have a lot of space. A lot of plants grow very well in containers inside. You can have grow lights. There's a whole lot of things that you can do. So if you just try, if you have an interest in it, then I can also do a video on some container gardening, which I think a few people have asked me about already. And so that will probably be next in the series. But I just wanted you all to see the garlic that's growing and then the compost, because I put those together personally myself. So if you have any questions or comments or like anything in particular that you want to know, then just leave a comment below and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.